depths of your endurance. Only I know the depths of your endurance. You can't tell me how much more you can or cannot take. I decided how much more you can or cannot take. And when I'm done molding and shaping you, when I'm done bringing you to the point to where I want you to be, then I will take care of that thing for you. My brothers and sisters, he not only does that on an individual basis, but he does it on a national basis as well. As peoples, as groups, as nations as well. And my brothers and sisters, this nation is going through a change. This nation is changing their mentality. This nation is changing their way of thinking. This nation is changing itself for the betterment in many, many ways. See, it wasn't too long ago, and it was in each and every one of our lifetime where a black man could not be president. But the Lord said, I'm going to change that situation. And whom did he send? He sent a man by the name of Barack Obama and put him in the presidency. You see, God gives powers to those on whom he wants to give power to. We may fool ourselves thinking that we put him in that position. Oh no, my brothers and sisters, it was not us who put him in that position. It was God. God put everything together and so that he may win that election. Not only the first election, but the second election as well. You see, there was a lot of dirty politics going on. There was a lot of things being done to try to prevent Obama from being elected that second time. There were people throwing away the balloting sheets because they did not want Obama to win that election. They did a whole lot of restructuring as far as the voting places and things of that nature, trying to make it very, very inconvenient for those who are less fortunate, those who don't have transportation to be able to get to the election polls. They were trying everything possible from keeping that black man from being president once again, but God was on his side. God had already decided who was going to be the president once again, and God put him back in that position again. My brothers and sisters, he's got a long, hard, tough road to go. They're fighting him from every side. They're fighting him on every position. If he say the sky is blue, somebody gonna say it's pink. If he say the ground is green, somebody gonna say it's black. And they're gonna oppose him in every way that he can. But I know for myself that he has got God on his side, and the Bible tells us that those of us who have God on our side, he will fight our battles. He said, if I be for you, who in the world can be against you? If I be for you, who in the world can be against you? He said that he that is in me that is greater than what? He that's in the world. That's right. We serve a great God, a wonderful God, a powerful God, a God that can do anything except fail. And God has had enough of this nonsense that's been going on in the United States of America. And God does not care anything about your color. He does not care anything about your race. He does not care anything about your status in life. He does not care anything about your money. Only thing that he cares about is your salvation and the condition of your heart. You see, he sees us all on an equal basis. And he has had enough of this nonsense. If you remember how this nation was founded, it was our forefathers seeking religious liberties from the oppressions that they were getting from the European nations and what have you. They came here seeking religious freedom, and this country was based upon that. But it changed. Men became men of power and started dominating the politics and the government and what have you, and started doing things that was not fair, not equitable, not good for all peoples. And God is only going to stand for things for so long. And then he's going to make a change. My brothers and sisters, if you're paying any attention to this last election, you'll notice, and many said that this wouldn't happen again, but there was a great turnout of African American voters that voted for Obama. There was a great support from the gay and lesbian community that supported Obama. There was a great support from the Hispanic communities that supported Obama. And there was great support from the young, educated groups that supported Obama. They said he lost a lot of support of older white men, but he gained a lot of support from the other groups. You see, people are tired of this nonsense. People are tired of being told what they can and cannot do. People are tired of being denied their civil liberties. People are tired of just a handful of people thinking that they run this world. United States of America, the people have spoken, and they have spoken loud and clear. They are tired of the nonsense. My brothers and sisters, I'm looking forward to the next election. It's probably going to be a woman president, because the barriers have been torn down. The barriers have been torn down. There is no longer going to be those backroom politics going on. A handful of people making selections, putting people in the presidency. Did you all know that George W. Bush did not want to be president?
Yep.
His daddy made him be president.
Yep, sure did.
His daddy forced him into it. He didn't want it, but he was from that, his daddy was from that old school, from those, the good old boys that ran everything. And he had his mind made up before, when George was an infant, that one day George was going to be president. And if you know anything about George's history, George was a bad boy. He barely made it out of school. He was a drunk, an alcoholic. He was a partier. He did a lot of things in the past. He didn't report to the army when he was drafted. He dodged that, and he did a lot of things that was not good. But his father had enough political clout and enough money where he could cover it up. Now, if anybody else that had been in that position, particularly a person of color that had that type of history, that type of a background, in no way that person would have made it to the presidency. Anyway, his father was the one that forced him into that presidency. He didn't want to be president, and it was definitely evident that he did not want to be president. The man failed in every way.
Well,
he was the worst president that we've ever had. That's why God made a way. He appointed Barack Obama long ago. Before the history of mankind, he knew that Barack Obama was going to be president. He chose the right man for the right time to open up the doors to become president. He changed in the climate of the United States, in their mentalities, their mindsets. God knows what he's doing. You know, I think about, relate that sometimes to what the people talking about the climate change, how the earth is warming up. There's nothing that we can do about it, that it's going to be all kinds of calamities and things associated with it. Well, my brothers and sisters, if there is a climate change, Jesus changing it, and he's changing it for a reason. And if it is going to be a change, it's going to be for our benefit. You know, I I think also about, we only got less than a month, a little over a month to live, according to the Mayan calendars. We gonna be gone. We not even gonna make it to Christmas, according to their calendar. But my